Hey guys, how you doing? This is Jonathan Milton, your host of Creative Revenue Live. Let's go ahead and get started. How do we make our cast and crew motivated? You make your cast and crew motivated by staying on task, and like what I mean by staying on task. Hold on, give me 1 second. Um, uh-oh. So what I mean by what I mean by So what I mean by going, so like what I mean by staying motivated it's like talking about. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to figure something out here. Trying to figure something out here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on. My bad. So, guys, what I mean by staying motivated, I'm talking about, um, you know, do what you're supposed to do as far as your actors or whatever, and your crew members. Like what I mean by that is stay on task. Uh, you know, make sure you're doing everything properly. Everything is on schedule. We know that everything is not perfect, but we need you to stay on task. You know what I'm saying? You have assistant director. You done pre-production, so the cast and crew want to make sure that you're doing everything um, the right way. They're looking at you. They might not be saying anything to you, but trust me, they're watching. They're looking to see what you're doing. They're looking to see if you're professional or not. So the one thing you want to do is make sure that is that you're staying on task or whatever, and also by being motivated, meaning that you're paying them on time, you're feeding them on time, you're doing each scene at a steady pace. You know, so 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 make so so make sure you're doing pre-production because uh, if you do pre-production, it's going to be very easy when you start filming, and you can just go line by line, scene by scene, with ease. Things will go wrong. Things always go wrong on set, but if you're prepared, it should be smooth or whatever. So that's some of the things to make your actors and crew motivated. Feed them on time. Make sure the set is like running smoothly, and pay them on time. So when you need them next time, they'll be available. They'll even tell their co-workers, family, and friends about how of a good time they had on set. Also, make sure the script is good or whatever. Having a good script and having a good production makes them want to um, share and follow your journey. They're not going to want to tell people to come to premiere or to watch your show on Tubi or Amazon or whatever, or your film, if the production is bad, if the script is bad, if things are going awry on set. They're not going to do that. So make your set as pleasant as possible for the cast and crew, so they can promote the movie or show, and to want to come back and work for you. Okay. Okay. So also, let's talk about how to avoid going over your production budget. Going over your production budget may happen sometimes, but to prevent it, what you have to do is a pre-plan. Write things down. Write how much costs for your venue, how much it costs for food for your actors and your crew, how much it costs for props and all these different things. Write out everything you got to pay for, and write out everything that's free, and go over it with your assistant director. Go and so when it comes down to paying people, you will have enough money in the bank. You will know how much money in the bank you should have on set. You're not going to be, hold on. You're not going to you're not going to so also you're not going to be distracted, by not having enough money, because before the production starts, you're going to know how much everything costs, and how much you have in the bank, and how much the production going to cost you. So everything should go okay. Also, um, so yeah, so that's how you stay under budget. So to me, also, the most important crew members on a small production, mostly I do small productions, and the most important is the camera guy. Also, it's the editor, and it's the sound guy. Sound guy, the editor, the lighting guy. So really, to me, everybody's important, but you want to have good sound. Majority of the time, audience may um, take a hit with the visual, but not a hit with the sound. So you may want to make sure you have good sound on your productions. To me, that may be the bigger point, other than the lights and the camera. I think the sound, people can deal with a bad picture, but not really bad sound. That's my opinion. That's what I've seen in the past and what I've experienced. Yeah, so you may want to have good sound. Yeah, that's most important in my eyes. What to do when an actor cancels? Well, hopefully they don't cancel the day of. Hopefully they might cancel before, so you have time to replace them. And you know what, guys, in the film businesses, in the film business, it happens. So don't get too mad, but just be prepared. So, and there are like warning signs if an actor may cancel or not. If they stop answering your text, or stop answering your calls, or they slow to stuff, or they're slow to answer your texts and calls, you may want to keep on top of things, as far as if you sense your actor is not calling you back, or texting you back, or emailing you back in an efficient manner. you want to go ahead and tackle that before production starts. If production starts and and uh, they like a no show, no call, no show, try to get um, try to do a scene that doesn't involve them, and go ahead and try to get a replacement for them ASAP. Start calling around, or even having a backup just in case. You might want to have a backup on speed dial just in case. But usually they'll give warning signs if they may dip or not. But try to and so if you don't know anybody, the actors that's on set, ask them if they know anybody. Like for example, on one of my films, I'm not gonna say which film. The actress, she was the lead. She was she didn't call. She was a no show, but she was texting me saying that I'm on my way. I'm on my way, and she never showed up. And so we did other scenes throughout the day, and the very next day we had we had a replacement for her. So things like that do happen. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to panic. I know you might want to panic, but don't panic. Just do other scenes to replace the actor that's not on set for that moment or for that day. You're the director, you're the producer. You want to stay calm because people are looking at you because you're the leader. If you freak out, they may freak out. You know what I'm saying? So those are some things that you might want to look out for. But yeah, but it was a no call, no show. Just ask the actors or ask the crew members, do you know an actor that can replace this person? Because it's a no show, no call. But like I said before, if that don't work out, just do other scenes to make up for the absence of that actor. Okay, so don't panic. Let's move on. How to handle conflict on a movie set, guys. That's part of your job as a director or producer, is to handle conflict. Now, that don't mean you always give in to what the crew member or actor is saying or whatever, but try to be fair. Let me give an example. On one of my films, I'm not gonna say which one, we had two makeup artists, and but I didn't tell the other ones that it would be two, but they both showed up at the same time. And one makeup artist was so mad that it was two of them and not just her. She was causing an uproar on set. I had to, move her aside to a different room and talk to her one on one to get down to the problem. And she eventually calmed down, and she was on set throughout the production. But I had to talk to her. I wasn't loud. I didn't panic or whatever, but I talked to her in a calm manner. She calmed down, and I listened to her and what she had to say, and we resolved the issue, And so as the leader on set, you have to bring people aside. So don't talk to them. Don't get loud with them in front of everybody. Bring them aside and talk to them to see if you can come up with a conclusion. You might not come up with a conclusion at that very moment, but it's your job to get the production done and to move efficiently, because time is money. So if you have to replace that person or talk to that person, just do it in a timely and respectful manner. Okay, guys. Let's move on to the next one. All right. The truth about putting movies on Tubi. Okay, like majority of my movies is on Tubi. You want to get your movies on Tubi. Why, you ask? Because it's free. People know Tubi. Your movies, you might have an independent film, and your independent film is sitting right next to $1 million film. But if you have a great poster and good production, no one knows and no one cares, you know? So it's good to um so it's good to have a good production and be confident when you put it on Tubi so people can watch your movie. um i've been I've been in this game for 11 12 years now, over 40 feature films and short films and TV shows. And what I do know is, if you have a good production, you have a good story, it looks good, people will watch. I made a lot of money over the years because of my productions, and it doesn't matter if it's on Tubi or not, because I'll put my movie on Tubi, I'll put it on Amazon, I'll put it on several other platforms. So don't think because it's a Tubi movie, quote unquote, or you put your movie on Tubi, it's a bad thing. No, Tubi is a good thing. Is no shame of having your movie on Tubi. There's a lot of big productions, Hollywood movies that's on Tubi. So don't listen to the bad hype as far as it's bad having a Tubi movie. It is, you know, people love Tubi. People watch Tubi all the time. It's free, like I said earlier. It's free. So I don't think you should or will have any problems putting your movie on Tubi and having people watch your movie if it's a good production, if it's a good story. If it's not a good production, if it's not a good story, people may not watch your film. So make sure you have your ducks in a row while you're filming so you can have a great product. Okay? Let's move on. How do independent filmmakers make money? Well, you can have several streams of income, streams of revenue by being an independent filmmaker. What you can do is make money in your revenue streaming, as far as putting your movie on Tubi, putting your movie on different platforms. That's one way of making money. You can make money through your screenings. You can have as many screenings as you want. Just make sure you prepare for the screenings and market your screenings well. You can, if you market your screenings well, you can make money more than one time as a marketer for your private screenings. You can have a screening several times in one city. You can have a screening in different cities, different states, at churches, at different events, anywhere to make money. It's your movie, so you can have a screening and have it anywhere you want. So also you can also sell merch at your screenings or online. So people may want to support you. So you can sell keychains, you can sell T-shirts, you can sell hats. Way back then, you sold DVDs and like cassette players or whatever. Yeah, so you can. So there's a lot of ways to make revenue on your independent film. Also, like let's say you have a screening for your film, you can have vendors pay you to set up shop at your screening, so they can sell stuff at your screening, but they pay you a small fee to set up shop at your screening. You can do that. You can, and so also before your screening, you can have other filmmakers pay to run ads or run trailers, or other entrepreneurs run ads before your trailer. You can do that and have a stream of income. So you can run ads before your trailer. Run ads before your movie starts. Have filmmakers run trailers before your movie starts. You know, also you can put product placement in your movie. So if somebody have a wine or some clothes or some like glasses or a hat they want to promote in your movie, they can pay you to do that. So you can get paid by merch. You can get paid by product placement. You could get paid by ads at your screening. You could get paid by the revenue from your streaming on different platforms. Yeah, so there's a lot of ways to get paid from your indie film. You can uh, put it on your own website and sell your movie on your own website. You can rent it out yourself. You can sell it, rent or sell your movie on your own website. Yeah, so you can do a lot of things like that. Okay, guys. Okay, let's move forward. Distribution deal red flags. If they try, if the distributor is asking for way too much money as far as a marketing fee, if they ask you for 10, 20, 30, $50,000 for a marketing fee for your small independent film, that's a red flag. If they want your film for 10, 20 years, that's a red flag. If they don't want to give you any paperwork for your film, but they want your film, that's a red flag. Basically what you should do is make sure you go over the contract with the lawyer. A entertainment lawyer. That can help you out with that. You don't want to sign anything you haven't had counsel. So that's my point. You don't want to sign anything without counsel. So those are red flags to have. If they some distributors may get your film and put it on different platforms and then pay you money every month. That's common. Some distributors may want to pay you a upfront money called an MG and possibly get half of the money on the back end. That's also common. So if there is a distributor that wants if there's a distributor that wants money up front from you, that's fine, but they're going to want more money on the back end. So just keep that in mind. So for a distributor who doesn't want any money on the front end, just know that you might get more money on the back end. Okay, so you might get more money on the back end if the distributor don't want any upfront money. But if the distributor wants to pay you upfront, just know that they're going to want a lot of money on the back end. So, just know what you want. Okay. Also, so those are some red flags. Okay. Let's move on. All right. Selling your movie versus licensing your movie. Okay, so the difference between selling your movie and licensing your movie is this. Licensing means that a certain distributor have your movie for X amount of time and then you get it back. That's licensing. Selling your movie is a distributor giving you X amount of dollars for your film and that's it. In my opinion, you don't want to sell your movie. You want to lease it out for 1, 2, 3, 4 years, and then you get it back. But in my opinion, you don't want to sell your movie because what you want is to make money while you sleep. You want to make money while you sleep. So that means if you license it, they'll pay you X amount of dollars every month or every 6 months or every year if you license it out. If you sell it, they pay you a one-time fee, and if you spend that money, that's it, and they keep your movie, and they keep that movie that you worked hard on. Okay, I know that sometimes you might get in a financial bind, and you might sell that asset because you really need it, but try to avoid selling your movie. What you want to do is license your movie out for 1, 2, 3, 4 years and get it back and just collect revenue, residuals from said movie every 6 months or every month or every year, depending on how your deal is set up. You do not want to sell your movie if you don't have to. You want to keep your movie. All right. Okay, guys. Lessons I've learned from most difficult productions. Um, I've done over 40 productions, TV, film, short films, and most of the time is on me. Did I get the props? Did I get enough food? Did I pre-plan enough before I started shooting the movie? Did I did I get enough actors for my film? A lot of the times, it's not the cast, it's not the crew. A lot of the times, it's on me as a producer, as a director, not being right. Basically, you want to make sure that you're doing the right thing as a filmmaker. You want to make sure people or like going right as far as the production. Like I said before, it won't always go right, but you want to make sure for the most part things go smoothly. And for things to go smoothly, you have to pre-plan to the T. And so so you lessen the blows if you pre-plan. If you don't pre-plan, you're gonna be in a hell of trouble, and people are looking at you and looking at your dysfunction on your production, and they're not going to want to work with you. They are not going to want to work with you. So if I were you, I'll make sure I got all my ducks in a row, because people will be talking about you. Yeah, this guy or girl don't have enough food. They don't have enough time to complete a scene at this certain venue. And yeah, this person don't pay on time. You don't want none of those discussions. You want them to know and to think and to talk about you in a high manner. Okay, guys? All right. What do directors look for during auditions? During auditions, what I look for as a director is, does the actor know the lines? They might look at it once or twice, but I want the actors to take it seriously on auditions. Try to read the lines, like basically try to memorize the lines. For the most part, I do online auditions. Like basically, I give you sides to read, and you'll see me your self tape. But when I first started, I did in person auditions or whatever, and that was cool. But I get to see them up front, get to see their body language, to see their confidence, to see their energy, and I like that. But I want to know if they have range, if they're right for the role, because sometimes the actor could be a good actor or actress, but not right for that certain role that they want. They might be right for this other role. And I want to know if the actor or actress is willing to do other roles, or is the actor stubborn? Does the actor, do well with others? Also, if I choose an actor for my movie, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to call around about said actor. especially if the actor is my lead or like co-lead or whatever. Because I want to know everything about who I'm giving my movie to as a lead or co-lead. You want to, so that's what I look for in auditions. Did the person come on time? Does a person take directions? Does a person act well on set with others on the auditions? So there's, so those are some of the things I look for. Is the actor going to be? Does the actor have a resume? Does the actor have different things that may put them above the rest as far as a resume, for like headshots, things like that. So those are some of the things that the directors may be looking for, or producers may be looking for when looking at an actor on auditions. Are you like dressing the part? Do you look the part? Are you confident? Are you ready? Are you nervous? Those are some things that the directors and producers are looking for in auditions as the actor. Okay, let's move forward. Why talent alone will not build an acting career? If you know, you can have talent in the world, and I've met actors who got so much potential, so much talent, but they didn't want it. For some reason, they didn't want it. So I chose other actors that did want it, that may be less talented. I work with actors who were talented, but they were late. They were unprofessional. They gossiped. No, you have to be the complete package, because what you don't want is chaos on set. I've had the opportunity to hire a lead actor, I don't say what movie, that was gossiping. That person was causing a ruckus on set as the lead actor, walking off set and don't tell anybody where the person was going. It was a disaster, and I never used that person again. So if if you're causing trouble on set, if you're not being professional, nobody wants to work with you. Are you on time? Are you holding up production? Because time is money. Yes, time is money. Are you holding up production? You don't want to hold up production. You know what I'm saying? So are you playing fair with others? People want to know that. You know what I'm saying? So basically, if you're talented, it doesn't matter if you're causing a disruption on set. You're late to set. You're a professional. You're not bringing what you need on set. Okay, you're not coming prepared or whatever. Because we'll take a less known actor, less of everything to get that person over you that's more talented. You know what I'm saying? We'll take a less talented actor for all the best things than this person with talent who's causing a disruption. Okay, guys? All right. Let's move on. How actors can build relationships with filmmakers. Okay. You can build a relationship with filmmaker if you do the things that I just said, as far as being on time, being an asset. Are you friendly? Are you a hard worker? Do you come to set on time? Do you know your lines? If you know your lines, you come to work on time. You're professional. You're nice. People want to work with you. I've hired actors in a lot of my movies over and over and over again because I can rely on them. I can depend on them. And so any director, any producer would tell you, if the person is a great talent and you can rely on them, and they're not a mean person, and they come to set prepared, yes, prepared, you are more likely to get hired again by said filmmaker. Also, if you follow directions. Like for example, if a producer slash filmmaker tell you online to don't DM them, email them, but you DM them anyway, you're not following directions. They may not want to talk to you. So what you want to do is follow directions. So if the filmmaker says to email them and go from there. Just follow directions, be persistent. But like me, I don't care if you DM me or whatever. So if you DM me and I talk to you because I want to know if you want to be in my production. You know what I'm saying? I want to know that. So I personally don't care if you DM me or whatever. If I see that you're a go-getter, but in my opinion, it's a turnoff if I see you online and you're crapping on other filmmakers. Oh, I didn't get this role. I'm so sad. No, because as an actor, you're supposed to, audition and just move on to the next audition, because, you want to remain professional. We don't want to see you online dumping on other productions because you didn't get the role or whatever, because you won't always get that role or that movie. Okay. You got to stay positive. Okay, guys, let's move on. Should actors work for free to gain experience? I think so. I think when you're first starting out, you should work for free. When I first started out in filmmaking, I was a production assistant, meaning I helped people on set where they needed. If you needed this couch moved or you needed this some water brought to you, I was doing those things. I worked on several productions before I started making my short films and my feature films, and I worked for free on a couple of productions. Okay, there's no harm in working for free to get experience. So, as an actor, I don't think it's wrong for you to work for free for X amount of films, and then once you get comfortable, get experience, and now you say, "Hey, I want X amount of dollars for my talents." I don't see anything wrong with that, especially if you're giving value. If you're giving value, the first 1, 2, 3, 4 films for free, and the people know that you're giving value and you're talented, and giving it all your all, and you come in from work, or you might miss work to come on set. People are looking at things. People are looking at you. People are looking at you. So I think it's not a bad thing to come on set and work your butt off and do the right thing. And because eventually people are going to notice and start paying you for your talent, start paying you because they know that you're on time. They will start paying you because they know that you're a good talent, you're a good person, you're on time, you give it your all. People are not going to mind doing that. Okay. So yes, it's okay for you to work your first 1, 2, 3, 4 gigs without pay. I did it and I worked out, and I've been in the game since 2015. So yes. So let's move on. All right. Common reasons why actors do not get a callback. You might not get a callback because you don't fit that role. So I may see 100 actors for one role, and I might call back 10 of them, to see which person I want for this role. Doesn't mean that doesn't mean if I don't pick you for that role or get a callback that you or a bad actor. That doesn't mean that. That just means that I feel like this actor is right for this role. I might call you back on my next film for a certain role, and I have done that. I have called other actors who didn't get a part down the line. Like for example, there was this one girl. She was an extra in my movie. The very next movie, she was a star. So you can't get you can't get discouraged because there's no callbacks, or you didn't get no leading role, or a co-leading role, or any lines. You like in this business, you have to be humble. There isn't a vendetta against you, but you might not get a callback because you might not fit that director's eye for this certain role. Okay, just put your head down, study, do your best when it comes to the auditions, and move on to the next audition. If you stay positive, I guarantee you that you will get a role. Okay, stay positive and be prepared. Be prepared. Be persistent. Tell the director or producer, hey, do you need me to do background? Shoot, do you need me to hold something? Hold some lights? Get it work for you. I guarantee you, on an independent film set, if you show your value, show your hustle, people are gonna notice that and hire you for different productions for their films, or tell someone else about you. Okay, guys, let's move on. All right. The difference between confidence and ego. Okay, ego, they're like disrespectful towards said person, and confidence is they know what they're doing. They're not going to disrespect you. They're just confident in their actions because you know what? I want a confident actor, a confident grip or gaffer because they know what they're doing. They're going to do it right. And they don't have to talk about it. A person with ego, they are showing some type of insecurities, and they're going to act on that or talk about about it. There's no need to put someone down with your ego. Just be confident. Confident is good. Ego is not good. People don't want to work with a big ego. People want to work with confidence. People want to know that they can do the job. Yes, you might can do the job, but they don't want the ego to go with it because having an ego might get you fired. Having an ego might not get you hired. Okay, so you want to be humbled. Okay, be humble, be confident, but you don't want to bring your ego on set because you don't want that person to do that on your set if you decide to be your own filmmaker, your own producer. You don't want people coming to your set having this big, huge ego and disrespecting everybody, disrespecting you. Right, guys? Okay. Moving forward, okay? Why creators need multiple streams of income? Because you don't want to the old saying is that you don't want to depend on one income. So because you don't want to be vulnerable. The reason why you don't want to have one income is because you don't want to be vulnerable. Okay? So basically if I have a distributor, if I have a distributor and I'm only getting money from the distributor, but the money, but the money is funny. I know I can rely on merch. I can rely on being a cameraman or a lighting guy on another production because I got different creative avenues. So like you might want to hold a acting class. You might want to do a show and get advertisers. So you don't want to only depend on one stream of income because that's dangerous for your livelihood. Because if something goes wrong, you want one like You want more than one ways of income. And I got burned like that. In the past, I've got burned with only having one stream of income and only relying on that. I got burned, so I learned very fast to have other streams of income just in case option one or two doesn't work. Okay, you don't want to be vulnerable. You want to have one, two, or three streams of income. Like if you're creative, why not do a TV show? Why not do a film? If you're creative, why not put your movies on different distributors platforms and not just one distributor? Because the other distributor might do a better job or might perform better on other platforms. So it's good to diversify your income. You don't want to depend on one ways of income. I have and got burned. So you want to be a Uber driver, be a teacher, do this, do that, have several streams of income because if something falls off, you have other options. You don't want to just have one option. Okay? All right. How to price film consultation, how to price film consulting fee and coaching calls. That's a good question. How do you price it? Now, I do coaching calls and consultation, and I price it based on the value that I bring myself, as far as the knowledge that I bring. I've been in the game for over 10 years. I got a lot of knowledge. Um, I've done a lot of projects. I've done over 40 films, TV shows, things like that. And so I bring a lot of knowledge to whoever want to hire me. That's why I price myself the way I do. If you that's my pricing. Now, if you don't have a lot of experience, you should maybe have a lower price if you want to help somebody out. But I charge what I charge for as consultation fee, coaching fee, because I know what I bring to the table. Okay, so to me, I price it out by my knowledge, by my career. That's how I price what I bring in my fees. Okay, all right. Good question. Good question. Turning your experience into an ebook or a video course. I've thought about that, and I might do this in the future. If you have knowledge on something, people will pay for the knowledge, whether it's an ebook or a course. Some people like to look and not read, so you might want to do a course for them. Some people might like to read and not watch so much. So it's good to have an ebook. It's good to have a course. Those are multiple streams of income, multiple streams of revenue. You don't want to play on just one. Because remember, I told you to have more than one option. So to have an ebook, to have a course, both online, both are digital. So you make the ebook one time, you make the course one time digitally, put it online, and it will sell while you're sleeping. If you are knowledgeable, you can sell it. If you are knowledgeable, people like you. Now, people don't like you, you might not sell as well. But if you're knowledgeable, people will buy it because when I came into the game as a filmmaker, I went on YouTube and I went on YouTube and I went on to the library and like read books. Yes, I read books, went to the library and Now there's ebooks, there's courses. So when I started, I was trying to read everything I could, and I did. One of the books I read was the Robert Rodriguez book, um, of filmmaker without a crew, or something like that. It's called Rebel Without a Crew. I think it's called, with Robert Rodriguez. So I read books. I read several books on filmmaking at the library, through like Amazon. I might have bought it through Amazon, YouTube, and so now with this technology, you can go online and get a book, get a course, follow people on Instagram, TikTok. There's a lot of things you can do. So it's very good to have an ebook and a course for different people who want different things. Not just do one thing because you're lazy or whatever the issue may be. Do an ebook and a course. Okay. Some people might buy both of them. You never know. Okay. The difference between being busy and making money. The difference between being busy and making money is this. You want to be busy, but you want to be constructive. If you just being busy online, strolling through Instagram, but you're not doing anything, you're busy doing nothing. But like what you want to do is sell something. You're in business. You want to sell something. You want to provide something. So when you wake up in the morning and you go on Instagram, like what I do is wake up in the morning and start posting. And like what I post is things that people want to know. I give out information. I give out information. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's all business, and you have to conduct yourself as a business. You don't want to conduct yourself and be busy doing nothing. So you don't want to wake up in the morning, go online, and you don't post, or if you post, you're posting something that's not making you money. So if you're knowledgeable about, like, let's say you like movies, okay, form a community of people that like the same movies that you like. You like music, form a community and make money off that. If you like a certain music, people like growing up, I love movies, but I didn't know that other people like movies like I didn't know that other people like movies like I did. Now I know that people are just as crazy as movies as I am. I found my community. You have to find your community. You know what I'm saying? So if you like movies, you like construction, you like building things, you like taking things apart, there's a community for that. You have to find your community. Okay. But you have to be constructive. Don't just wake up every day and be busy, not being constructive, just wasting your time. No, wake up. If you're online, what are you doing online? If you like working out, post yourself working out. Tell people how you work out. What are your routines? Go live. Do things like that. People will watch you and take notes and want to talk to you about your workout. What do you eat? What do you drink? What not to eat and what not to drink. People, what I'm saying? So people, so just find your audience. They're out there, but don't just wake up and just post and post or not post and just scroll all day and not be productive. So yes, you can be busy and not be productive. Make some money, sell something. Okay. How to network without appearing desperate. Okay, guys, bring something to the table. Network. So let's say you at a network conference. What do you bring to the table? What so people so like you can learn from each other. You can learn from each other. You can barter. So you might know how to work out. He or she may know how to use computers and like do websites. Y'all can try to barter and help out each other. But have some motion going, have things going for yourself so you won't seem desperate. Because if you don't have anything going on and you go to a conference, yes, you can seem desperate. You can seem desperate if you don't have anything going on and you're constantly asking people to do something for you, but you don't want to do anything for anybody else. That's also being selfish. You don't want to be selfish. You don't want to be desperate. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So bring things to the table. That's how you won't be looked at as like being selfish or like being desperate. Okay. So in closing, what are some movies that you are trying to make? Is it horror? Is it comedy? Is it thriller? Is it a drama? What are some movies that you want to make? I want to know. Please comment below and like let me know what are some movies that you are trying to make, and because maybe I can give you some advice, or maybe you give me some advice. You know what I'm saying? I really want to know what's my audience liking. I don't do comedies anymore because that's all subjective. Comedy is all subjective, and my dramas tend to make me more viewers and like more money. So I tend to stick to the drama more than a comedy. Not saying that I won't do that in the future, but I do what makes me money and that I like. But I do like making dramas and comedies. I mean dramas too and comedy. But the comedies that I have made was Do's and Don'ts of Dating, and I made one more, Love and Coffee. Love and Coffee, Do's and Don'ts of Dating. Those two are both on Tubi right now if you want to check them out. But I do other drama thrillers like a Bissonette, Behind Closed Doors, the thing like that in the past. Are you an actor, filmmaker, or entrepreneur? Let me know. Leave your comments. Okay. I want to know. What do you do? What projects are you working on? Please leave a comment below and let me know what projects you're working on. I want to know. But you can be all three. You can be a filmmaker. You can be an actor. You can be an entrepreneur. And like how you can do all three is if you star in your own movie, you hire a small production to help you out on your movie, and you sell or lease out your own movie. I know people who is a lead in their movie, financed their movie, and leased and or sold their movie. Being all three, you can do all three. You don't have to just do just one. You can be and do whatever you want to do. You can be whoever you want to be. You don't have to wait on people like me to hire you. You are an entrepreneur. This show is called Creative Revenue. We want you to be creative in your revenue. We want you to have different streams of income, multiple streams of income. So we want you to sell merch, do a red carpet, license your movie, do an acting class, do a TV show, and get advertising. You can do whatever you want to do. Try something and let me know what works. Just throw things at work. Don't be afraid to try. We want you to try. I want you to try. Okay. Until next Sunday, guys. I see you next Sunday, 10 o'clock a.m. Central Time. Okay, guys. Peace.